Alright, so let me go back, and we know that for every iteration we will get access to this product. Now instead of product dot, we moved to this XPath to get name of that product, right? Now again we have to move to one XPath from that product, which should actually go to this add button to click. Let's see. So right now when you hit this, you will be at this point. Take any card. Okay, let me refresh. Yeah, here you go. So this is complete card, and now we should write now XPath to click on this add button. Where is that? I think that is in footer section. Yeah, it's here. Button. So you need to come to this point. Close all the remaining things. Perfect. So you are right now here. Earlier we wrote XPath to go to card, maybe this div to handle that text, but now you should come to div and then button. Okay, so when you write slash div, there are two divs, right? So what you can do, then you will go to second div, and thereafter inside there is a button, slash button. Hit and enter. You see that exactly add are being highlighted. So that means this is the remaining XPath you need to frame to reach that button. So let me give you one more idea here. This index is not required. Still it will work. Let's see. You see that it's still highlighted. Why? So you might be confused that earlier I told that if there are two divs and then to which div you need to go, you have to tell XPath. But you are this time not only giving div, you are saying slash button also. In the first div, that button is not there. So when you say div and child of this div is button, then that is unique, right? If button is present in first div also, then again there is a mismatch. Okay, but button is present in second div only. So even if you don't mention index, XPath have intelligence to see that this guy did not mention any index, and then it will think that let me check the child button. In which div I have child as a button? Second div only. So automatically it recognizes it. If you give a unique child which is not present for another div, okay, in that case you need not give this index. If you still think button is present in first div, then you definitely have to give index to identify which div you need. Alright, so right now we need only this part. Now in this for loop only, in the first iteration, first product, on that first product we got text which is iPhone X. Okay, and if that product name is BlackBerry, then only it should go inside. So finally when loop iterates for fourth time, when it grabs the text, it's BlackBerry, right? So for that product only, make sure code indentation tab, start from here. For that product dot find element with XPath and the remaining XPath, and then click on it. That's it. Perfect. So basically this test will scan all the items, and whenever text matches with BlackBerry, then it will come to if condition and select add item to that cart for that specific product which matches with BlackBerry. So this is the code you need to build. Awesome. So let's run this test and see how this goes. Okay, it successfully clicked, I think. You see that checkout of 1, when you open it's BlackBerry. So this is how you need to do. So I have given you n number of ways to identify things in Selenium. How to go with parent and how to go with only product, or just if you go through our previous test cases, we did so many different ways to handle our functional automation stuff. Practice and you will get real confidence on this. Just don't stop while listening here. take any web application and start practicing so that you will get confidence on all these. Okay, you will get 50% confidence on watching, but if you want to get 100%, you should practice. At least take the same web pages. Instead of BlackBerry, try something else, and you can play around with the practice websites what I have given to you. So from here onwards it should be very simple for us. We just need to, so it added item into cart. Thereafter you have to select this checkout button so that it opens. It will land on this page. Okay, so let's do that. One second. So till now our script have clicked on this. Now I should click on checkout button. Move your cursor. Okay, so we have class for that button. So let me write CSS. A class star equals to regular expression. I would simply say button hyphen primary, and that should be suffice, I think. Perfect. You see that one element matching, and this is checkout. So driver dot find element by CSS dot click. Next. Okay, so once you land on this page, your next goal is to select checkout. If you want validation, you can do that. I told you have to practice, right? So whatever text you grabbed in the previous page, make sure it is displaying here also, because we already did similar example in green card web page. So I don't want to repeat it again, but you can continue this for practice. So let's click out on checkout button. We don't want to make any changes out of it. Alright, so we again have CSS for this, so you can write XPath this time. Let me write XPath / button tag name. Yeah, one element is matching. Alright, so we are on the last page, and now this is like auto suggestive drop down box. It should be very easy. So first you need to send IND, and thereafter you have to put some weight because it's taking some time, right? Let's go with explicit weight, and then you need to select this. So first let's try to enter in this edit box. We have ID, which is country. So I can use driver dot find element by ID dot send case. Okay, after you give this input, it will take few seconds to load because we just saw that. So in the next lecture, let us put explicit weight, and then let's wait until all options are being displayed here. Okay, so we'll see that. Meanwhile, if you have already thought how to do that, please do it and then watch next video so that you will have confidence like how you are doing. All right, thank you.